Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all doing good. Well, it's early morning. I'm off to my job right now. Well, this vlog I just wanted to share with you. It's about how to fill up the IMM5709 form, which is an important part of your application to to extend your study permit. So I just made this one separate because I thought it's an important part and a mandatory form also. So I didn't want it to club it all and make it too long for you. So this vlog is about that one. Hope you like it, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. And well, there you go.
So this is a mandatory one. This is an IMM5709 document. So this is the main document which you need to extend your study permit. So for opening this document, you just have to click on it. As you click on it, it says like a desktop option. So just select that. Perfect. So as you open the document, this is everything you can see over here. UCI number, which is always given on your study permit on, I would say, on the right hand side topmost corner. That's where you can get the UCI number. Then I want service in languages, which is English. Then I am applying for one or more of the following. Then you just have to select apply for a study permit for the first time or extend my study permit. So just select that, and moving ahead, it asks you some personal details like family name and your given name. These should be entered as per on your passport. Whatever is there on your passport, you just have to enter the similar in the same way. I would not say similar, but in the same way as given on your passport. Suppose like last name, my first name is Devashri, I'll do that. And then second question it asks you, have you ever used any other name, nickname, maiden, etc.? I would select no, because I've not given any nickname in my passport, so I'll move ahead with that. Then it asks you about sex, which would be female. Then enter your birth date, which would be 200305. Then what is your place of birth, the country or territory of place of birth. Then what is your citizenship, which is India. Then as you see in current country or territory of residence, you can always see there is Canada already coming up. Just don't have to do anything over there. Then it asks you your status in Canada again, which is student, so you select student. Then you enter from and to dates which are given on your study permit. Then previous countries or territories of residence, which asks you during the past 5 years, have you lived in any country or territory other than your country of citizenship or your current country or territory of residence for more than 6 months? For 6 months, and you select no, because I have not, so I'll select no. But if it's yes for you, go ahead, select yes. You just have to type in what's the country or status was, what was the status of your when you were living in that country. Then from and to dates, simple as we did above, right? Then it asks you your current marital status, which will be single, so you'll select single. Moving forward, if you're married or have a common law relationship, you enter the details of your relationships over here. Then it asks you, have you previously been married or in a common law relationship? For me it was a no, so I selected no. But if it's a yes for you, you select yes, and then you just have to give the details of your spouse or your common law partner over here. Then these are the language. It asks you about your language. So what's your native language or your mother tongue? You'll select whatever it's for you. For me it's a Marathi, I'll select Marathi. Are you able to communicate in English and or French? I will select the language I can communicate, which is English. I've not learned French, so I'll select no French. Then, have you taken a test from a designated testing agency to assess your proficiency in English or French? I'll select yes because I have given a test to come over here before coming over here, right? So for me it's a yes, so I'll select yes. Then moving ahead, it asks you about your passport details. So just enter the passport number over here, then your country or territory of issue, your issue date and expiry date as is it is on your passport. You just have to enter the same exact details over here. Then if these questions do not disappear after you select your country or territory of issue, then you have to answer it accordingly. For me, it goes off, like it just doesn't, I can't just select any option because I selected my country or territory of issue as India. But if that's not the case for you, I would just read the question and answer according to it. Then what's your national identity document? So do you have a national identity document? I select yes, and I just entered the passport number, country or territory of issue, issue date and expiry date as I did above, because that's also my national identity document, right? Then moving ahead, it asks me about my US PR card, which is, are you a lawful permanent resident of the United States with a valid registration card, green card? I'd select no. Unfortunately, I don't have a US PR card or a green card. Unfortunately, I wish I would have. Moving ahead, it asks me about my contact information. So in contact information, it asks you your mailing address. So just type in your street number, street name, city or town, Canada as your country, province, and postal code. Then you select your residential address, same as your mailing address. And as you select yes, this boxes kind of disappear. Then you give in your telephone number. So select Canada or US. What is the type? Phone number. Over here, select Canada or US, so it gives you a country code already. Then you select the type of telephone number you're giving in and just enter your telephone number. Give them your email address, so in case your telephone number doesn't work, they can contact you via your email address. So given your email address, then moving forward, it asks you some questions related to coming into Canada, which is date and place of your original entry to Canada. You just enter the date when you have entered Canada and type the place in, which would be Toronto Airport or Calgary Airport or anything. Then the original purpose for coming to Canada was to study, so you will select study, right? Then date and place of your most recent entry to Canada. If not the same as original entry, then only you have to again type in, like you have come back and forth, like you have visited your home country, then come again. You have to enter that details over here. If applicable, provide the document number of the most recent visitor record, study permit, work permit, or temporary resident permit issued to you. So over here, just have to give them the study permit number you already have right now. Just enter that number. So study permit number, document number is on the topmost right corner. It usually starts with an F. So just do F and type in the number you have on your document. Then you just have to details of intended study in Canada. So you just have to, I have been accepted at the following educational institution. So just have to enter the details of your educational institution over here. Name of the college, me it's Georgian College, right? Then my level of study will be diploma. I'll select diploma. My field of study will be health, sciences and health. There you go, that's it. Then you just select the province in which the college is, Ontario. Then your city, Perry. Then address as it is given on your letter of acceptance. Then there is a designated learning institution number, which is always given on your letter of acceptance. So just type in that number. Then your student ID number, if you already have like a student ID number, just enter that number over here. What is the duration of expected study? So the most question is over here. So you just have to type in the duration of study from date, the start date of your intended studies. So you just have to enter the date from which you have started your studies. So like from May, I've started my studies and maybe I'm going till April or maybe next year's December, like this year's December, just have to enter that date over here. Okay, so it asks you from like what's your time duration of your studies going to be. Then it asks you the cost of your studies will be, like your tuition fees. So I have to now pay only one semester tuition fees, so I'll just maybe say 8,900. Then what is the room and board cost of studies will be, so counted for 6 months, or from like now I'm extending, so like if I'm extending from today till the end of my studies, so if it's like 6 months, then I have to just count it out what will be the cost of my studies and room and board. So for room and board, suppose if we take for 6 months and my room costs me like 400, makes me like 24,000, right? 2400, sorry, my bad. Then other cost would be just like your groceries and like any other cost than your room and tuition fee. I would say 1,000 or 1,200. Then what are the funds that are already available for your stay over here? So if I say I have like 6,700 right now in my bank, I'll just write that. My expenses in Canada will be paid by myself. Then in addition to a study permit, are you also applying for a work permit? I am not, so I'll select no, and then it disappears. Then I don't have to answer any of these questions, so I move forward. And have you had any post-secondary education, including university, college, or apprenticeship training? I'll select yes, because I've had bachelor's back at home. So I'll just put in the dates like from and to, from where did I start till what date was my course was. So I'll just bachelor cell and molecular biology. Then just type in your school or facility name, then the city you were taking this course in, the country. Then move ahead, it asks you about your employment. So give details of your employment for the past 10 years, including if you have held any government positions. Then you just have to enter from to date. Then current activity or occupation. Suppose you're a cashier, just do cashier. What's the company's name? Princess Auto. Select town, Barrie, Canada, and Ontario. There you go. And it just gives you extra space to enter the details, but that's for everything. Then it asks you about your background information. So I believe everything for me was a no. It asks you your family member have had any tuberculosis or something. I had no. Any mental disorders, select no. If you just have to explain that situation over here in very minimum words, I would say. Then have you ever remained beyond the validity of status? I'll select no. Have you ever refused a visa or permit? I'll select no, I have not, so I'll select no. Have you previously applied to enter or remain in Canada? Previously applied to enter or remain in Canada? I'll select no, because I have not. Then have you ever committed, been arrested, or been charged with or convicted of any criminal offense in any country or territory? I'll select no, because I'm not. Hey, did you serve in military? I select no. Then it asks you, are you or have you ever been a member or associated with any political party? I'll select no, because I'm not. Have you ever witnessed or participated in the ill treatment of prisoners or civilians? I'll select no, because I'm not. Then do you consent to be contacted by CIC or an organization at CIC's request in the future? I'll select yes, because if they have any questions, if I'm missing any document, they can still contact me, right? Then you just have to enter your name and your date and just do validate. So as you validate, you see this pop-up message. It gives you a error sign and tells you what details you are missing over here, and you need to just enter that details and validate. So if you validated, it selects yes over here.
So yeah, that was all how you can extend your study permit. Hope you enjoy this one also. And if you guys have any questions, do let me know. And for last time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. And I'll see you next time. Bye.